So you guys will not believe this crazy tax story that I got pulled into at the local library of all the places. Here's the story. It started with a random stranger just asking me if I knew about taxes. I just walked into the library, and trust me, I can tell the different types of people who are on social media looking for tax advice, and this person was not one of them. So there's no way that they recognized who I was, and they just simply asked me if I knew anything about taxes. And at the end of all this, it ended with a $30,000 mess, all thanks to a shady tax preparer. Here's how it all went down. So again, I was walking into the library on something completely unrelated, and there was this lady sitting front and center who clearly looked very stressed about something that was going on her computer. Well, she looked at me and she asked me if I knew anything about taxes, and of course I said, yeah, ma'am, I'm just the person you're looking for. So I sat down with her and I started to go over her 2023 taxes, and she started to tell me the story of this big problem that she was in with the IRS. It was a really big mess, and come to find out, it stemmed from a 2022 tax situation. So I asked to look at her 2022 taxes, and as I'm starting to go through it, I realized she is owed a $30,000 refund. And it immediately clicked to me, her W-2 was only like $35,000. There's no way she is supposed to get a $30,000 refund. So as I continued to look into it, and boom, there it was, a bogus credit for the heavy highway vehicle tax credit, something that she was not even eligible for. So of course, this caused a huge problem with the IRS. So we had to go back, fix her 2022 taxes, and then get her 2023 taxes correctly filed. And here's the problem with this whole thing, is that she was still ultimately responsible for all the taxes that she would have still owed from her 2022 return. And to make matters worse, guess what? The tax preparer who filed it, all of a sudden, can't get in contact with them anymore. This lady had no way of getting in contact with this person who prepared her taxes and put all sorts of mess on her return. So she learned a very important lesson that day that many of y'all out there listening to this message can actually take away, and that is you need to vet and sincerely trust your tax preparer. Make sure they are putting their identifying information on there, vet what they are telling you, and also do your own research. Make sure you review your tax return. That is a federal document, and guess what? The IRS does not care if the information on there is inaccurate because of what the tax preparer put. You are still ultimately responsible for what is on that return.